In this question, we're going to be working with input and output. And I left on the screen the information in the box here about critical questions we ask about functions. And there are two critical questions. Given a particular input value, what is the corresponding output? And given a particular output value, what is the corresponding input? So it's important for you to determine which of these questions are being asked, because then that's going to tell you the process for determining the result. So here we are given a function, f of x equals 6 minus 7x, and we're asked to determine the following. So here, the question type, given input, find output. If I see something like f of 0, that means I know what my input is. I am going to replace every instance of the input variable x with the new input value 0. So 6 minus 7 times 0 equals 6 minus 0 equals 6. Now let's go back up to the directions. We want to show all steps and write our answers as ordered pairs. So the ordered pair here is input first, 0, followed by output, 6. Second part, B, f of x minus 7, again, this is also given input, find output. So I'm going to replace every instance of the input variable x with x minus 7, and that's what I'm doing here. It looks very strange, but if you keep in mind what's happening to the input, it's 6 minus 7 times the input, then it doesn't matter what the input is, you just replace 7 times whatever the input is, and then make your simplification. So here we have 6 minus 7x, and then minus 7 times minus 7 is plus 49. If we simplify here, we get 55, 6 plus 49, and then minus 7x is our simplified result. Writing that as an ordered pair, we get x minus 7 is the input, 55 minus 7x is the output, and there is our ordered pair. Our second question type, given output, find input. Part A, find x if f of x equals 7. So notice the difference. A lot of students get very confused. They see a number 7 and they just start replacing x with 7. That's not what this question is asking. This question says find x, so we don't know x. What we're doing is we are replacing f of x with 7. That means we are going to set our equation 6 minus 7x equal to 7 as an output, and then we're going to solve for x. So I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. That's going to give me a 1 here, equals negative 7x. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 7. That gives me my final result of negative 1/7. And then I write my ordered pair. Now remember, what we found was the input. So that's going to be first, and then 7 is the output. So there's my ordered pair. Again, another example in part D. Find x if f of x equals negative 8. This tells us we don't know x, we have to solve for x. So 6 minus 7x equals an output of negative 8. Notice I wrote this on a different side. It doesn't matter. You can write it on either side of the equation. But my process now is the same. I'm going to solve for x. So if I subtract 6 from negative 8, I get negative 14 on the right-hand side. Divide both sides by negative 7. That leaves me with x equals 2. And my ordered pair here is 2, negative 8.